Hi folks, hope you're okay today. I just want to look at some meditations on 2 Corinthians chapter 11. You turn to 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 11, chapter 11, verse 16. It says, I say again, let no man think me a fool, if otherwise yet as a fool receive me, that I may boast myself a little. Verse 17, that which I speak it not after the Lord, but as it were foolishly in the confidence of boasting. So Paul's talking about boasting here. And you can read 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 5, 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9 and 11. So Paul's dealing with the issue of the super spiritual brigade who are at Corinth, and they're orators. Now oratory in those days in the early church were people who were highly esteemed. There's reports of some orators had about £250,000 in income in the time of Paul. So these were seen as important people, and they got into the Corinthian church. They were creaming money off the Corinthian church, and they were boasting of their great abilities. But Paul boasts in his weakness rather than in his strengths, rather than his accomplishments. And what it teaches you is that the church will often move towards seeking to ape the world, to have people who look like the world, talk like the world. But real Christian leadership, real Christianity is rooted in weakness. You know, that Paul was not the best orator, he was not the best qualified, but yet he was a man who was dependent on God, resting on God. And because he was resting on God, and because he was weak, God used him. If you turn to 2 Corinthians 12, it says, verse 9, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly therefore will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. You know, and the church will often ape great speakers, great either qualified with their PhDs or they're great charismatic leaders, but you know, God uses the weak things of the world to confound the mighty.